I'm outside my gym right now, and I'm a little nervous to go in because I've not been inside the gym in 2 weeks. And every time I take time off from coming out into this building, I always come back to something interesting. I've come back to this gym flooded. I've come back to this gym flooded with ice all over the floor. Last time I took a few days off and didn't come in the gym, there were cobwebs all over everything. So I'm always a little bit nervous to what I'm about to walk into. So let's experience this together. Same super loud lights, no cobwebs all over the bike, and no water all over the floor. Everything's just how I left it. That's great. All right, we'll let that heat up a little bit and talk real fast. So like I said, I'm actually coming back after 2 weeks off from working out. That's not something I like doing. It's not something I try to make a habit of. But I've said it countless times, anytime I get any sort of tattoo work done, I like to take time off and make sure it heals up properly because I don't want to risk running into any sort of problem with a tattoo. So I got the rose that I made a video on before. I'll have it linked up top. I got the rose touched up quite a bit. Looks fantastic now. I thought it looked great before, but I was wrong. It looks way better now. And then Jen and I both got similar tattoos on our forearms. I'm not going to show it to you right now because it's cold and I don't want to take my sweatshirt off. I took some time off from fitness and I was pretty worried about coming back today. The biggest reason that I was so nervous coming back today is if you guys have been paying attention at all to my channel, which if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe so you know what's happening. I have been making some pretty good progress the past few weeks and months as far as my fitness journey is concerned. I've been slowly but surely losing weight. I've been extremely consistent with my eating habits. My diet's getting a lot better. I was working out every single day. I know in my last video I was talking about how I was quitting 75 hard, and I did get the comments I was expecting, stating like, hey, you're just making excuses to get back at it, which in the video, I completely agree. They are excuses, but they're ones that I'm willing to live with. That all being said, I was doing pretty well. I was enjoying the progress I was making, and I had gotten the chest tattoo that took about a week and a half, and it felt really good, really healed, and I was able to come back out here and work out. But today marks 2 weeks from my appointment because my tattoo around the forearm took a lot longer to heal up than I expected. So I have not even stepped foot in this building in 2 weeks, and I was a bit nervous, but I did a couple things to try and combat that a little bit. The first thing I did is I didn't go off the rails with my diet. I knew I was gonna be taking time off. I knew it could have gone upwards of 2 weeks, but I didn't use that. Wow, this light is distracting. I don't know why that light blinks. I'm really sorry. Power through it. I didn't go off the rails with my diet. I was hoping I could have been out here before 2 whole weeks, but I knew that was a possibility. And so what I wanted to make sure I did is stayed as consistent as possible with my eating. Kept to the calorie goal, kept to the protein goal, and just try to get after it and be as consistent as possible for 2 weeks. And I actually, against what I thought was my better judgment, weighed myself the day I got the tattoo just to see if I remained consistent and if I could at least hold steady for 2 weeks with no exercise. And today, being the day that I knew I was gonna be working out again, I stepped on the scale this morning, and to my surprise, I lost 3 pounds. I was pretty impressed with that. That means what I'm doing in the kitchen, the foods that I'm eating, the way I'm tracking, it's working. What I'm doing is working, and that's encouraging. That progress is what I needed, because I'm a firm believer that progress builds motivation to keep going, and that made me excited to come out here and get a workout in today. So even with the good consistency in diet, I know that I need to get back in the gym working out if I'm gonna accomplish the fitness goals that I have for myself. But anytime you take any amount of time off, be it a week, a couple days, in my case 2 weeks, I know some people it's a couple months and years, it doesn't matter. Anytime you break the routine of actually working out, it seems to be extremely difficult to get back into. So I kind of have 3 things that I do to help me get back into the swing of things. And the first one is warming up. Making sure I'm warm and all the work going in before my actual workout is a big part of getting back into that routine. So a lot of times what I do, I just do a simple workout on the bike, which is 100 calories, not necessarily for time, just a nice slow 100 calories. I try to get it in around 9 to 10 minutes, which I know for most people is incredibly doable. And for me, that goal is progressively getting easier. I just did 100 calories on the bike in under 7 minutes. It was like 6:45, and I haven't done anything in a few weeks. So that was a good surprise to see. Just a nice warm up, get your body feeling good, get things moving again, really helps ease back into working out. Tip number 2 is set some good expectations for yourself. If this has been a while since you worked out, I personally like to start all my training sessions off with a little bit of strength work. And so I just did a little bit of bench, some push press, and then just some dumbbell butterflies. And I did those at rep schemes and weights that I thought that I could complete relatively easily. However, I was hoping that they were gonna be still quite a challenge. In the case of the bench, in the push press, they were a little bit easier than I expected, but that's okay. I would rather be just a touch easier than what I expect rather than too difficult. Especially if you haven't worked out in a long time, if you think, oh, I'm gonna jump right back into this and I'm gonna be benching as much as I used to be, that's a mistake. And I've made that mistake before, and it sucks. It's a real kick to the stomach. Especially if fitness is something that you're really trying to get into. I'm not at all saying to go too easy on yourself and really relax and just do whatever weight you want, do an empty barbell. That's not what I'm saying. What I am trying to say here is push yourself a little bit, but not to the point where you're getting discouraged if you mess up. You have to remember, fitness is something that for a lot of people, it's really easy to slip. I'm not saying I expected to lose all my gains in 2 weeks or lose all my progress. I was surprised. Clearly my progress is still pretty good. I lost 3 pounds in the past 2 weeks, which is right on track with where I'm trying to be in 2021. I expected to lose a little bit. I was only out for 2 weeks. I expected things to feel heavy, it's cold, and I didn't think things would feel very good today, but they did, and I'm surprised by that. And again, I'd rather feel surprised rather than let down with myself. So keep that in mind, set proper expectations. Do not try and lift what you were the last time you worked out. It's not gonna be good. So my third and final tip, going off of tip number 2 with better expectations, is cherry pick your workout. I always do that. If I take any amount of time off, a week, 2 weeks, a month, I always make sure I come back and whatever movements I'm doing are ones that I feel pretty good about. This workout, I only went back about a week to try and find a workout that I would like. This one had a little bit of bike, some dumbbell snatch to it, and then a push-up drag with the dumbbell. Not my favorite movement, the push-up drag, but I know I'm okay at it. This one was scheduled for Tuesday, it's Saturday. So I cherry picked this workout, and I did that because when I come back to working out, I would like that experience to be as positive as possible, because this was really true when I very first started working out again. I was easily discouraged. If I tried to push it hard on a workout and I failed miserably, it was really discouraging. It was hard to come back out here and do some more workouts. But if I picked a workout that I knew I was confident in the movements in, and I pushed it as hard as I could, even if I didn't hit the goal, which I didn't today, I went full send as much as I could, and it was on movements that I at least enjoy doing. And so today, no, I didn't hit the goal. I kind of hit a wall halfway through this workout, but at least I'm back out here doing it. And these 3 movements weren't ones that I just hated for 15 minutes. It's not like I was doing burpees and box jumps, because that would have been awful. I did 3 movements that I fairly enjoy doing. When I did my strength portion, I did 3 movements that I enjoyed doing. My warm-up was something that I enjoyed. So if you are already a part of a scheduled programming like street parking, if you took some time off or you haven't worked out in a while, go back. Find a workout that you think you can do pretty well in and start there. Don't start on a workout of the day that's something that looks absolutely horrible that you're gonna hate. That's my personal opinion. I will always cherry pick that first workout back and then fall back into the normal routine of whatever's being programmed, because I believe you have to trust the process if you subscribe to something like that. If you're making up your own workouts as you go, pick a few movements that you feel good about, that you know you can do, and set your workout up that way. And if this is your first time working out in a very long time, speaking from experience, I cut the volume down and I did a workout so I felt good leaving the gym, but I tried to do it on things that I knew, things that I could get that good first step back into a routine and that first step into fitness. If you guys remember years back when I started this channel, my workouts very much mimicked what I did back in high school, what I remembered doing. I didn't try new things for a long time because I needed to get back into there and take some good, confident first steps into my fitness journey. And there's a lot of ups and downs in fitness. If you guys haven't done this in a long time, if this is your first time trying to get fit, have some patience. It's much easier said than done. But in this past year, I have put on 35 pounds and lost almost all of it again. So it's hard, it gets really difficult, but progress is incredibly motivating. So just keep hunting for that progress. And just remember, until next time, we're all in progress. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to this video if you enjoyed it. And until next time, I'll see ya.